Hi guys, Easter weekend kit build. This video is kindly sponsored by PCB Way. Get your PCBs, 10 boards from just $5. Why not check out their latest website activity, I Can Solder Kit 2019. Links are in the description below. So this is a multi-functional LED based clock that I purchased off Banggood. SKU numbers are there if you're interested in purchasing one yourself. So like I say, this is a multifunctional LED based clock. It has various different effects it does. This one is blue, I believe. I actually ordered this quite a long time ago and it's been sitting around in my drawer ever since. So let's get it out and see what we got. So we've got our main board there. Various acrylic pieces here to create the case for it, so we'll put those to the side for now. We've got our LED matrix panels there, USB cable for power, some more acrylic pieces, put those to the side, and a bag of bits. Now a lot of this is going to be SMD based soldering, and yeah, don't know how I'm going to get on with that chip because the pin pitch is very fine on that, and without a solder stencil I think that's going to be interesting. So that's going to be the one we're going to tackle first, A, because it's going to be the most awkward, and B, because it's the one that's recommended in the instructions. The instructions you don't get any with the kits, typical with most of these kits, but they are actually available on Banggood's website. So let's get this one out if we can and see what we've got. Let's say without a stencil this is not going to be the easiest of jobs, but lots of people have done it successfully, so I don't see why we should have too much difficulty. Now ideally you probably want to be wearing anti-static wristbands, etc. I'm not going to bother with this, this should be fine. So chip orientation, dot there on the chip, so that's going to go there. Yeah, I'm in two minds if to use solder paste or just try and solder that by hand. I think we'll give it a go with the paste first, see how we get on, and take it from there. Okay, so I've placed some solder paste on there. Hopefully this solder paste is alright, it's been sat around in the fridge for a while. Just got a blunt needle on the end there. Let's see if we can place this chip on it. Well, these tweezers are hopeless for actually picking up this chip. But having said that, I have got a load of different ones. Let me find some more appropriate tweezers and we'll be right back. Okay, better tweezers in place. So dot on the chip to line up with dot on the board. I'm just hoping that this isn't going to be too much paste and cause too many bridges. Right, so that's on. Get those cut out and bring the airflow down. And get the temperature at 320. We'll give that a shot. Just going to rotate the board around just do each side. Like so. So I think we've definitely got too much solder paste on this, unfortunately, which was inevitable. Hopefully we can drag some of that off with a soldering iron. Okay. So as you can see, there are definitely some bridges on there. So the soldering iron is up to temperature. Let's just see if we can wick some of that away with the iron. Right, let's just have a look, see if I've missed any. Possibly on that side there, we might have one that needs touching up. Just hoping I'm not taking too much solder off, so that edge looks pretty good. This side, still got a bridge on that one. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, I think that side's not quite as clean, but they definitely don't look to me like they're actually bridging over, so I think we're okay with that. So that wasn't ideal, but that's the worst of it out of the way. So next up, I think we will go for this IC here. Let's have a look in the packets, see what we've got. So that would be this one here. Excuse the rambling. Okay, so this is U3. Now, which way round are we going here? We've got dot that end, and we've got a dimple in that, so I'm guessing that way round. I've got the instructions up on the laptop here, so I'm just going to have a quick look and see if it shows an image of that. Yes, it does. So yeah, it goes with the dip facing downwards. So let's get a bit of solder paste on that and pop that one on. So this one shouldn't be quite as bad. Shouldn't be. Slightly bigger pin pitch. Right. Okay, let's grab the hot air and see how we get on with this one. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. It has gone a little bit wonky. There's a tiny bridge on this side here. I think we're okay. Yeah, that looks okay to me. I think that should be fine. Alright, next job is going to be all these little resistors and capacitors, etc, etc. So, oh, these are going to be fun. Q1, and is there another Q on here? So I've got two of them. They're just giving me two in case I lose one. Quick look at the back of the board. Unless I'm missing something, there is only one Q1. Now, let's see. What we can do with this. Right, sorry, so it's going to be out of focus here. Now I think ideally I probably want to get all these parts in the middle placed on there and just reheat, just reflow the whole lot in one go. Oh dear me, right, okay, so I've got one and one that's flew out. Right, let's put that back. sort of, in its packet. Move that to the side before I lose that. Right, so we've got various resistors and Q1, so we know Q1 is going here. So try just get a little bit of paste there, probably too much. Right, so I'm going to apply a bit of paste to each of these pads, or too much in that case. I don't do enough SMD based stuff to warrant a much more complex setup of pasting, but I might have to look into something if we do more of these kit builds. Right, so we know Q1, we know where that goes, and that's a straightforward one. So let's pop that roughly in the right place. Do. Right, next up we've got various resistors. So we've got R1 through to R4, R5. So I have to look at my printout and see which ones these are. So bear with me. Okay, so R1 and R2 are 1 meg. They should be 105. Now, they are 103s. This is where you definitely need a magnifying glass. They are 105. So 105s are supposed to be 1 megaohm. Yep. So let's pop those down. So this is R1 and R2. So again, they give you an extra one because these things will have a habit of flying off everywhere. So R1 and R2, so let's try and drop these on. Okay, I'm a bit worried about the amount of paste I've got on this, but we'll just have to see what happens. Right, that's those two. So R3 through to R7 are 10k, so they are the 103s, so we've got these here. So that's fine. So R3, 4 and 5 are all 10k. So I want 3 of them. These are not too many different values. So pop that one there. I do hate it when they end up on your bench upside down. Right, so let's pop that one there. And last but not least, if I don't flick it across the room, 10k for R5. Right, reposition Q1. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Right, maybe it would have been alright as it was. Right, that'll do. Let's get the hot air on it and see what we get. Right, R105 has definitely gone wrong. Okay, Q1's alright. Okay, so we've got a couple that are tombstoned on us. So let's see if we can adjust that. And get a bit more room here. So we've got 105 is definitely not happy. For R1. Okay, it's on. And then we've got R5 here. Okay. Right. Cool a little bit and have a quick look. See, it's not looking pretty, but hopefully haven't got any bridges. Definitely got too much paste on there though. A bit of luck they are on correctly, but it ain't pretty. Right, let's see what should we go for next. We've got some LEDs, mic, etc. Let's see. LEDs 1 and 2, what are they? Are they different colours? LEDs 1 and 2 are ice blue, so that's fine, they're both the same. Alright, let's try that. Tell you what, the pads actually for the LEDs seem a lot bigger than the LED itself. Okay, right, sorry about that, slightly off camera. Right, I've got that, so we're going to try and get those LEDs on, and we'll move on to the rest of the parts. Now the LEDs, they don't give you a spare one, certainly not in my kit, so do try not to lose them. Right, now it is worth noting the correct orientation for the LEDs. So we have got, so the cathode is the green point on the LED, which is going to be very hard to see, but there is a very slight green tinge to one end, but very, very slight. Now they have got the little arrows on the back actually as well, which is helpful. So if that's correct, then the green on that end, that's the pointing part of the arrow, and that needs to line up with the small line. Now there is a small line on this one here at the bottom, so we want that facing that way. Sticking to the tweezers, it does not help. Yeah, these supplied LEDs are a little bit small for those pads. Okay, one there, and I think the other one, is that the same way around? Alright, so these are the ones off camera. Yeah, these are definitely way too small for the pads. Okay, alright, let's see if we can get these on. I think these ones stop it tombstoning. I'm going to try and hold it down with the tweezers if I can. Nope, hold on. We have a runaway. Yeah, this is not going to be easy. Just that they're way too small for these pads. Way too small. Not really sure I've got enough solder paste there now. Right, I'm just going to do is just reflow this as it is, and if it tombstones I'll have to fix it. Yeah, I think we might be alright actually. Solder ball running off there. Let's flip that around and let's see if we can get this one on. Yeah, it'd be nice if these kits did come with a little stencil. It would make life a lot easier. That's something they'll start doing in future. Okay, I think we've managed to just about do that. Hopefully they are definitely the right way around. Should find out when it turn it on. Okay, so we have U2, C2 and C4. Let's have a look. So C2, C4 and C5 are 100 nanofarad is 104. Actually, I think it'll be this packet, so it's 3 in this one. I can read that from that end anyway. Right, let's try and get these out and see. Okay, what do we want? We wanted 100 nanofarad 104. Right, well they don't have any markings on them. Well, I can't see any markings on them, sorry, I'm not going to get the camera to focus on that, but anyway, there's 3 of them and we need 3, so let's go for that. So we want C2, C4 and C5, so C2, C4 and C5 over here. And too much paste again, I'm sure. Right, let's see. So, sorry that was off screen as usual. Need a better setup. Please don't stick to the tweezers. Yeah, I need a better camera system. So I'm not looking directly through the camera. I've got the camera set above me as such. It's on the desk pointed down. And whereas I can output it to the screen I've got behind the desk, I'm not sort of looking at the screen. I'm looking at this, at the board directly. This sort of thing, we need a nice microscope with a camera on it. We can take the HDMI output from. Come on. Okay. Let's see if we tombstone or not. Now, I probably should have put U2 on at the same time, but I just want to try and get some of these fiddly ones out of the way. That one's gone on alright. Looks fine, and then C5. Still got to do R6 through to R8. So we'll do that next. Right, that looks okay. I think we're fine with that. Actually, they look pretty much the nicest out of all of them so far. Must have, I think, bigger surface area for the solder paste, so it's not ended up with solder paste all over the shop. Right, let's see. So a bit of solder paste for R6. R7 and R8. So okay, what are those then? R8 is 2K. The others are yeah, R8 is 2K. It's 202. The others are 10. So what have we done with all the resistors? He says so. We've got here. Those are 103s, so that's fine for R6 and R7. So R6 and R7 down. And then R8 is 2K, 202, yeah, they give me 2 of those. Thank you very much. Does seem to be hit and miss if you get an extra of everything, really. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, like the LEDs. I mean, people are going to lose them. So I would have thought an extra LED would be nice. Right, 202. Okay, let's get those on. See, I don't mind this black solder mask, but it's not playing ball with my lighting. It's reflecting like anything. So apologies for the I have to sort of cast a shadow over it. Well, they've gone on really nicely. Okay, for a perfectionist, I haven't got my numbers the right way around. Never mind. Okay, so we got U2, and then I think, for the most part, that's most of the surface mount stuff out of the way, apart from a couple of electrolytics on the other side. Right. U2, let's get you down. Now it does say in instructions that what you can do is once you've sort of got the most, I think the base parts of it on, you can power it up without the LEDs, just to make sure that what you've done so far works. Should get these 2 LEDs that are on the board this side should run. And I don't know if they need the electrolytics on the other side to run or not. Right, USB, we will need that on. Can't power it without that. Now I think it goes on from this side because we want to be plugging it in from the back and allow it to work from the other side. So let's see if we can get that soldered. Right, solder, where are you? This is where my iron tip is going to end up being too big. I don't think I'm going to have much chance of straightening that very easily. Straightish will do for now. Let's see if we can get these in. Yeah, this is where I probably want a different tip. We should be alright. These are a lot nicer doing on a new board than it is when you're trying to replace USB sockets. A pain in the neck. Sorry, that was off shot. So we got that one on by the looks of it. Now I'm wondering, do we need any of this to run it? Let me go and grab a power bank and see if anything happens yet. Let's just plug that in, see if anything. Aha! 2 bright flashes and then that's it. Yep. Now I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign, but it's doing something. So let's move along. Right, next on the list we've got, everything is in a mess. We have got Electrolytic there. Now I probably should have actually put that on last. Right, 2 electrolytic capacitors, 220 and what's that one? Let's have a look. 10 microfarad? Nanofarad? Microfarad, I imagine. Right, let's get some paste on there. Shouldn't matter too much. We just prop the board up with something so that we're not running in too much of an angle. Now these are going to be polarity sensitive, but pretty obvious from the packaging which way around. There we go. So if we look at this, we can see that we've got a black area there, and we've got a profiled shape here, and that is going to simply sit like so. And then the same with the other one. Pop that one. Down there. Right. Let's get those on. Nice and quickly, I don't want to dry these ones out too much. Capacitors do not like heat, and this is a bit abusive. Okay. So try and keep this as quick as possible. Is that side done? Come on. Yep. Okay, perfect, that'll do. Radio. What have we got left? So we've got a microphone here. Now, does it have to go a particular way around? I think it does. Let's consult the instructions for that one. Let's see if that gives an indication on that. The directions. Let's see. So it shows that the leg that's on this side, where we've got these bits branching off here, goes in the location where the dot is. So we want that, so it's going to go that way around. Right, let's pop that one on. Now we get into the much easier stuff. Right, that's on. Now I don't know what I've done with my nice pair of snips. I think they're in the car. Use these cheaper ones that'll do. Okay, that's our mic on. We have got a buzzer, a coin cell battery. That's going to be, probably do that with paste, reflow that one. B1 for buzzer. Does that have to go a certain direction? Yes. Positive, negative. Negative should be the square. If I'm right. Hopefully that is the right way around. Okay, snip those. Yeah, I'm going to have to go and look in the car, see if my decent snips are in there. Right. All we've got left now is our light sensor. Does that go from this side? So it shows it, I think, on the picture as having the light sensor pointing outwards. Yeah, so it wants it to be positioned something like that, so that it's pointing to the side. Right, let's go with that, see how we get on. Okay, coin cell battery holder, we can do that. So it's pointing a little bit slightly off direction, but that should be fine. Do I want to paste that? Yeah, I'll paste it. I think it'll just make life simple. Now you don't get a battery, you do need to supply your own battery. This doesn't run off batteries, it's just there to maintain the real-time clock. Yeah, hopefully don't melt the plastic. Yep, and this side. And then that's it, apart from the case and all the LED matrix modules. Now the question is, does it do anything different now that we've got the a few of those other bits on? Have a quick look at curiosity. Flash and a beep. Well, at least you know the buzzer's working. Okay, so now it's going to build these panels. Right. Oh, they've taped them all together, that's handy. I think. Now, what direction do they need to go? Yeah, they don't put any markings on these to help you out, do they? Let's check the instructions. Okay, their markings are just literally the BB8 that it says on the bottom, just needs to line up with the L part of the bottom. So in theory, I might be able to get these all in one go. Might be easier to take the tape off and do them individually though. Right, let me just try and get these in place. Right, we're in. Just need to solder them all down now. I've taken the film off, that was far more awkward than it needed to be. But you do need to splay all the pins a little bit to try and get them to line up. So, what I've got to do now is solder on a load of pins, and we are done. Okay, so they're all soldered in. Hopefully they're all okay. So let's plug her in and see if we get any display. Fingers crossed. Zero, zero, let's turn the lights off. There we are. Okay, so it's using a built-in temperature sensor. Saturday. So it's happy birthday? Not my birthday. No, I think we need to correct that. So that's not looking too bad. Now, how do we operate this? Because we should need a push button. Where is that? Shut off here. I'm sure this did have a push button on it. That's got me thinking now. Oh, we touch. Oh, I think we're running touch sensitive controls on this. Might be wrong. I think we are. but I'm not sure how we do that. Might work better in the case. Let's see. Super overexposure. Let's see. Now, I think it says something about snipping these pins off. I don't know if I need to or not. I don't think I do. Pretty sure that will be alright. Now I should go and get some tape. That is actually the trick to getting this stuff off easier. I think, looking at this, these little push-out bits, I think they, yeah, the pins will just sit through that. That should be fine. Alright, let me get the tape off and we'll see where we are. Alright, finally got all the bits off. We're ready to go. I have actually cut the pins down on the LEDs. I thought I'd do that. So we got two bits by the looks of it go across the back, that way around. Now I did have a quick look to see if I could find a battery to fit that, but I haven't got one, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. I'll imagine they go in there. Just going to get these bits out. One. Like so. Are these both the same? That one doesn't fit in. That's better. Just wiggle that LED out the way, and then we got a nice frosted panel for the top. I think it'll make it a lot better. And some nuts and bolts, so let's see if we can get this sandwiched together. Just getting this end in, but I'm not going to fully tighten it yet because I still haven't got the bits in. So far, I must say this is quite a nice kit actually. I mean, it's not the cheapest. I think it's about £11 or £12 this kit, so it's certainly not the cheapest kit. Would have possibly preferred some black plastic nuts and bolts just to blend in a bit more. Don't need to over tighten these anyway. We'll just nip them up if we can. And no, this is not the right screwdriver for the job. That's all I've got to hand in easy reach at the moment. I don't want to do it up too tight anyways. I want to try and get a battery for that, so I'll pick up one of those cheap sets from Poundland. So there we have it. All that's left to do now is plug it back in and then figure out how it works. And yeah, it looks quite nice. And the touch buttons do seem to respond. That one does. That one did respond before. Yeah. I know it's got voice controls as well, so I'm going to have to play through the instructions. Have a good read and figure out how to use this thing. Definitely not with this power bank though. It's shutting itself off every 5 minutes. It's not drawing enough power. Right, well there we go. If you like that video, please do give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more build videos like this, then let me know in the comments. Please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And if you would like to make a donation through Patreon, links are below in the description. I'll see you soon for the next video. Cheers guys.